today we're going to talk about books that build resiliency in kids. And these are two of my favorite books. Pete the Cat. Ow. So get ready. I'm going to tell you how to use them in your classroom. All right. Now, you know these stories are simple, so we don't really have to do all of the vocabulary work that we would normally do with stories. So this would be for younger grades anyway, but you can use it for older grades too, because even though they act like they don't want to hear the stories, they like them, they want to hear them. Pete the cat was walking down the street in his brand new white shoes. He loved his white shoes so much that he sang this song. I love my white shoes. 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 Oh no, child. Pete stepped in a large pile of strawberries. What color did it turn his shoe? That's right, red. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. He just kept walking along, singing his song. I love my red shoes. I love my red shoes. I love my red shoes. But this book is a wonderful book to start teaching children about resiliency, bouncing back from things. And so I always start by reading the story first with it when I do this lesson. And then I talk to the kids about, what happens when bad things like that happen. Not really bad things, but it's just things that happen. Do you cry? Goodness, no. So then I'll tell you the next step. Forgot to say, during the story, keep your flashcards because the children can still hold up the flashcard if it makes them confused, or I put scared on the back. Mad, this says shocked, mad, sad, or worried, enthusiastic, or happy. Child can't see the lighting. There we go. Happy. So anyway, you can still use that. But then the next step, what I do, if it's students who can write on their own, like second grade, third grade, I let them pull out their own piece of paper. But if it's smaller kids, first and kindergarten, I would just make a list of things that happened to them during the day. They would just call out, tell me some things that might happen to you during the day that aren't so good. I fell down the stairs. I burnt the food that I tried cooking. Well, that's me. Mr. Debbie can't cook. Anyway, I be trying, y'all. I woke up late for school. I was tired when I got home, but I had to clean up. Those are some things that happened to Mr. Denby. But the kids will make a list of things, like I'll say, those who play football, what are some bad things that happen during football? And they can make a list, and I'll make the list with them. And so that's our second step. After reading the book and holding up our flashcards, the second step is making a list of things that happen personally to you that might not be so good. Now, step 3 in this lesson with my favorite book, Pete the Cat. Step 3 is to come up with a song so we can make up our own song. Like Pete the Cat says, I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. Or in this one, he said, my buttons, my four groovy buttons. Anyway, you come up with a song. So since Mr. Denby always says, all is well and I am safe, my song is going to be, all is well, but it's okay. All is well, but it's okay. Or because it's okay. That's what I'm going to say. All is well because it's okay. All is well because it's okay. So whatever I say, if I say, I fell down the stairs, but all is well because it's okay. All is well because it's okay. I burnt the food I tried cooking last night. Sing your song. All is well because it's okay. All is well because it's okay. So doing this helps the kids come up with their own way of coping with different situations. And so when you help them think of a song or think of a saying or a phrase that they can use when they are, now my kids always say all is well and I am safe. That's their favorite thing to say whenever we go on lockdown in the classroom. If they do the active shooter drill, that's all they say. All is well in my classroom. All is well in my school. All is well in my world. All is well and I am safe. And we just keep repeating it over until it's time for us to stop. Anyway, that's step 3. Now, here we go. Step 4 is to make their own book. And so I'm very big on creating your own things and creating. So that's kind of like what's new, the new project-based learning, because that's what I do. I want kids to create. And I feel like when kids are creating, they're going to use every resource they have in their mind to create that product. So if they can think of whatever they learned in reading, whatever they learned in writing, whatever they learned in art, whatever they learned in music, they are using everything to create. So creating to me is one of the most important teacher tools to use. So anyway, we would create our own story. Mr. Denby created Kyrie the King. And so we would just take our list of things that happened. But we started off. Kyrie the King was walking down the street, singing his song. I drew a picture, but you can't hardly see it because I got the words on the other side. I have to work on that. Anyway, I was singing my song. All is well because it's okay. All is well because it's okay. Okay? Let's see what happened to Kyrie. King Kyrie fell down the stairs. But did he cry? Nope. He kept singing his song. All is well because it's okay. All is well because it's okay. So anyway, that's the end. I didn't finish writing my story. But anyway, that's the way you can do in your classroom. You can even do that virtually. You don't have to be in the class to do it, because the kids can just use some notebook paper or something. They can use their little notebooks like this, because everybody buy these notebooks and we rarely use them in the classroom. You use them sometimes, but not all the time. I know that. Anyway, so they can use that to make their stories. And so that's the last part of the lesson. Then you can have a little virtual book fair where everybody can take a turn reading their book the next time y'all meet. That's cute. All right. I'll see y'all later. All is well because it's okay. Oh. Thank you all for watching Denby's teaching tips. I hope you all are learning something and something that you can use back in your classroom, whether it's virtually or in person. Y'all have a fabulous day. And don't forget, go on Denby's if you go to KyrieDenby.com, you can find a link to all of my YouTubes and my books and my merch. The children told me, Mr. Denby, you got to get you some merch. So Mr. Denby got merch. Stop. I know y'all can't see it all the way. Stop, think, and breathe, and make the right choice. Okay? Y'all better go get you some so it'll remind your students. I'll see y'all next time.